welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would just do a get ready with me. This might be a long video, so you might want to get yourself comfy, but I am going to Aldi. Yay, the excitement. So I thought, look like shit, hair looks absolutely freaking awful. Does anybody else feel like their hair is much better with dry shampoo on it than actually washing it? Because I honestly feel that way. So I'm just going to short my stash with what I've got in my bag. So let's get crack-a-lack-a-lacking. So then, let's see what we've got. Where's my primer? Don't seem to have a primer out. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover Primer because this is lovely. I think it's finally stopped raining. Though it's still clammy, or I find it clammy. I swear to God that I've been perimenopausal since my mid-20s, never mind being nearly 40. How can I be 40 next year? Honestly, I was only 32 minutes ago. Okay, foundation of choice today is the Fresh Nude Foundation with SPF 15 by The Body Shop. This is in the shade Bora Bora. Because you got to use what you've got, people. I was going to do my eyes first, but I want to roll inside your soul. Imagine getting dolled up just to go to Aldi, and I'll probably sweat when I'm out and about and it'll come off again, but such as life. I'm not actually just putting makeup on because I'm going to Aldi. I'm putting makeup on because I do want to, and also, oh, this lid. I just need some content. I got a delivery of some hair stuff from Boots, but I don't know whether to do a haul of it or not. Just a few backups of stuff and then a couple of other John Frieda stuff just to try. Right, I should have really used this first. I'm going to use some Dior. Now I used a good brush for this and it worked. Where have I put it? Hold the phone. Oh, excuse me, there it is. So I'm going to use this little brush that I got from Shein, and it was like £1.50. And I don't know what I used it the other day or yesterday even, and I quite liked the way it was going. So we're currently at 44 subscribers. So destroying. It would be really great. I know it's going to be a miracle to get back up to the thousands like on the original gingerbread channel, but it'd be really great to get even a good couple of 100 going. So it would mean a lot to me if you share, if you're already subscribed, share the channel out. Ask your pals to join. They don't have to watch if they don't want to, but just hit the subscribe button. It's all good. But if they want to watch, that'd be even better. And what else was I going to say? If you're watching, and you do watch, but you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Right, we're going to stop there at the minute, and I'm going to use one of my favourite palettes. This is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. It looks like so. I absolutely love it. It is the bee's knees. I just love it. So I really want the naughty one and the rose quartz one. Oh, would you believe it? I still have the wee thing over the middle on this. Ooh, satisfying. Right, let's get this one of my chops. So I'm going to take the shade Momentum. I'm just going to pat this all over my lid. I've been watching this woman, she's called Nina, I always forget her surname because it's like more letters, and she was showing you how to get the perfect sort of professional looking blend to your eye makeup. So the past few days when I've been doing any makeup, I've just been following what she does, and it seems to be working. So we're just putting that on as like a lid shade. And then I'm going to go into one of my favourite colours, which is like this lilac-y shade. I love it. It's called Libra. I'm going to use the same brush. And what she does is she presses lightly into the shadow. Then she taps off the excess. And then she literally does this and pats just into like this part of your eye. She doesn't go up to the socket. She's just doing a little pattern, like half circle. She did no blending at the moment. Oh. And then the same on the inner corner of the eye. Just doing it like that, leaving that centre bit clear. So just no blending at the moment. That's the thing I like about makeup as well. It's just the different ways that everybody applies makeup, you know. She was using a little bit of a smaller brush than this as well, but it's all good in the hood. If you can hear noise in the background, it's himself in the kitchen doing the haul. And then what she does, or was doing, is she gets some kind of a fluffy brush, maybe kind of shaped like this. She puts it at the side like this and lightly stipples in the shade, and then flicks it out a little bit at the corner. Then she goes in to the shade and just does that. So again, she was just going like this. If I remember, I'll put the link to the video in case anyone's interested. And then she just sort of flicks it out. And then it's very lovely. If you want to build up the colour, go back into it. And then she moves on to the next shade. So the next shade that I'm going to take is called Off Balance, which is this one here. And I'm going to take it on just a smaller little brush, and the same patting sort of motions into the shadow. And then I'm just taking it a little bit further. As I say, if you need to build up the shadows, like intensity, then it's all good. And then she just lightly sweeps over, still not blended yet. And then what's left on that brush just sweeps over that socket line there. Then she goes back into the brush, or a clean fluffy brush, and again just lightly teasing the shadow with the brush. No window wiper or harsh movements like a lot of people do, until it's nice and precise. And that's all lovely blended. And then you can add whatever shade you want, or you can pick like a lid colour. I think I'm going to go for Cosmic, which is this glittery pinky one, and I'm just going to take it on my finger. I absolutely am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. I love it so much. And I'm just pressing it on my finger and just into that middle part of my lid there. I just think it's made my, you know how if you're not new to my channel, I tend to struggle to get both eyes to match. I feel this is a good way, for me anyway, that I find them to match. So we've taken that into the centre of the eye. And then if you wanted to deepen it up, so say we'll take Hot Mess, which is this one here. What she did then was just get another, this is kind of a brush. Again, she took it on its side like this, tapped a little bit off, and then she took it at the edge and she pushed or pulled the shadow in like this. But then she was pushing it up like that. And again, we're not blended yet. Oh, that's so tickly. And then she's just taking it up like that at the moment. You can see how it's just giving a bit of darker definition to the eye. And you could do that with any colour you want, really, just a darker shade, just to kind of give it a bit of something else. And then again, go back in with your fluffy brush and just lightly blend it in. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take this little smudgy end here and I'm going to go into a mix of the two shades that I used. Oh, I've used the wrong side. I'll go into a mix of the two shades I've used and then sort of run it lightly under those little lashes. You don't have to do it. I don't always like the shadows under my eyes. A lot of the times just don't think that I suit it, but and then I'll turn over to the bigger side and just blend it. Now I am, because I want a bit more colour, just going to wet this brush with a bit of setting spray, and I'm going to go back into the like shimmery shades because I just want to intensify it a little bit. This is the reason why I'm not overly keen on like pinky or red tones on me, because I personally just don't think I suit them all that much. Lovely. And then I'm going to go into Supermoon, which is this one here, just with a tiny little end of this. Oh, maybe not. That doesn't do anything, does it? I was going to use it as like an inner corner highlight. Maybe worked a wee bit. Right, so that is the eyes. Oops, let me just put that there just now. Okay, and then I'm going to contour. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. This is the medium light one. Sucking the cheekbones that I don't have. And then we're going to get rid of my 40,000 tins. I think I'll just leave it like that. I think I'll get many looks if I went like this to Aldi. Oh. I think so. I'm just using this sculpting brush by Real Techniques. just to blend it all in. As I say, half the time I don't even know if when I do contour it makes any difference to my face, but I do like the Charlotte Tilbury product. I can see why it's very popular because it's so easy to use. It blends in beautifully, which it should for £29, but that's so annoying, that thing. But I'm like, does it make my face look any more sculpted? I'm not sure. Let's get this massive forehead in. Told you it was going to be a bit of a longer video than I've been posting previously. Okay, I'm going to use this Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, which is just bomb.com. I'll add some of that before we go in with anything else. Take me sponge. I used that Huda Mercury Retrograde palette on my friend Kirsty a few months ago when she asked me to do her makeup. And you know, out of all of the palettes I do have, that's the one that she chose and she really loved it. So it is a really, really great palette. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Under Eye Loose Setting Powder. I don't know why I held it all the way up there. I'm just going to put it on some sponge. I'll just use that. e.l.f. is such an underrated brand, I feel. I'm dying to get their luminous blushes. They're on my radar. Okie dokes. Let me just have a gander at that. Lovely. Right, now for bronzer, I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It's quite a cool toned bronzer, but I like it. I'll give it a swirly, swirly, pat it off. Give me some colour. A great tip is to use a big brush with your bronzer, because then, you know, it's easier distribution as well if you use a bigger brush. Don't forget to take it down your neck as well. Lovely jubbly. Okay then. Now we are moving on to blush, and I'm actually going to use this one today. This is the MAC Glow Play blush, and that's picture, and it's like a putty sort of feeling, so you can use either your fingers if you want, or you can use sponge, whatever the case may be for you. I'm just going to use my finger for it. It is a gorgeous colour, and then I'm just going to take my sponge over it just to blend it in a bit, especially if you go a bit crazy with it. Always remember to lift up the blush, because it's going to lift your face rather than having it just on the apples of your cheeks. And it looks so lovely. I wanted these for ages as well, these blushers. And then I'm going to take a tiny wee bit just here as well, because I just like it there too. It gives me that flushed look. Put the wee colour back on it. Okay, and then for highlighter, the best highlighters ever, Doll Beauty, and I am going to use today Viva, which is like the pinky peachy one. I'll show you in a minute once I've put it on. Oh, it is stunning. I absolutely adore this palette. If you have not tried Doll Beauty highlighters, you are missing out. Like, I could honestly, literally give away all of my highlighters and just have this one. They are so good. The one I'm using is this one here. Viva forever, I'll be waiting. Now that I'm glowing to the gods like an absolute maniac, I'm going to put on my Dior No Powder Powder in the shade number 2. I still, like, I like this, but I have to say, I much prefer my Huda Beauty Glowish powder. Groovy. Okay, let's do a little bit of setting spray before we put mascara on. This is the Illamasqua Hydra setting spray. Good bit of that. Far too glam to give a jumping down. Ooh. And then I'll just bounce that in a wee bit. Just so that it's melding into the skin. You're annoying me. Mascara, I'm still using L'Oreal Telescopic because if you're not new to my channel, I only open one at a time. Too much. Okay, I'm going to use this liner that I got sent by NYX. This is the Epic Wear liner in the shade Pink Spirit. I'm going to get bottom mascara all over my face now. Oh, it didn't actually transfer too much. I could go and try and put liquid liner on, but I feel it'll mess it up and I'm going out to the shop. So, and then for lips, I am using Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On in Peyote. This is such a nice liner. Into sharpen it there. They're so creamy. And then one of my all-time favourite MAC lipsticks, which is Shanghai Spice. It's gorgeous and I love it. Such beautifulness. And I'm finished. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think? So thanks for sticking around. If you stuck around to the end, please leave a green heart emoji to let me know that you have stuck around to the end. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, whatever you get up to. I'm always at Aldi's to do my food shop. How the other half live, I bet you're so jealous. Oh, I'm also going to put a spritz of the Good Fortune perfume, the new one by Victor & Rolf, because it's rather nice. And yeah, speak to you next time. Bye.